Embryo, an essential subject from Vinipedia as stated in the Amaricoa Dictionary, Bhro Rabhake Bla Garb. The word Bhro refers either to the cow or to the living entity in embryo. According to Vedic culture, destroying the undeveloped embryo of the soul in the womb is as sinful as killing a cow or a brahma. In the embryo, the living entity is present in an undeveloped stage. The modern scientific theory that life is a combination of chemicals is nonsense. Scientists cannot manufacture living beings, even like those born from eggs. The idea that scientists can develop a chemical situation resembling that of an egg and bring life from it is nonsensical. Their theory that a chemical combination can have life may be accepted, but these rascals cannot create such a combination. This verse refers to Bhra of Adam, the killing of a Bhra or destruction of the embryo. Here is a challenge from the Vedic literature. The crude, atheistic understanding that the living entity is a combination of matter belongs to the grossest ignorance. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinicote's embryo category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 8 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. From Vedic scripture we can understand that living entities in different forms are generated under different conditions. Birds evolve from eggs, and beasts and human beings are born from the embryo. The perfect vision of the yog or devotee is that he sees the presence of the living entity everywhere. Armad Bhgavatam 3.28. 42. The reptiles, the mountains, the moving and standing living entities, the living entities born from embryos, from eggs, from perspiration and from seeds, and all others, whether they be in the water, land or sky, in happiness, in distress or in mixed happiness and distress. All of them, according to their past deeds, are created by the Supreme Lord. Armad Bhgavatam 2.10.3740. Abhimanyu's widow, Utter, should have followed the path of her husband, but because she was pregnant, and Maharyaparkayat, a great devotee of the Lord, was lying in embryo, she was responsible for his protection. The mother of a child has a great responsibility in giving all protection to the child, and therefore Utter was not ashamed to express this frankly before Lord Krishna. Armad Bhgavatam 1.8. 10. According to Vedic culture, destroying the undeveloped embryo of the soul in the womb is as sinful as killing a cow or a brahma. In the embryo, the living entity is present in an undeveloped stage. The modern scientific theory that life is a combination of chemicals is nonsense. Scientists cannot manufacture living beings, even like those born from eggs. Armad Bhgavatam 9.9. 31. As soon as Brahm was born of the abdominal lotus petals of Viyu, he was impregnated with Vedic knowledge, and therefore he is known as Veda-garbha, or a Vedantist from the embryo. Without Vedic knowledge, or perfect, infallible knowledge, no one can create anything. All scientific knowledge and perfect knowledge are Vedic. Armad Bhgavatam 2.4. 25. Endowed with the development of consciousness from the 7th month after his conception, the child is tossed downward by the airs that press the embryo during the weeks preceding delivery. Like the worms born of the same filthy abdominal cavity, he cannot remain in one place. Armad Bhgavatam 3.31. 10. The Lord of Supreme Mysticism can simultaneously reside within everyone's heart, or even within the atoms, by his paramtm feature, his plenary portion. Therefore, from within the body of Utter he covered the embryo to save Maharyaparkayat and protect the progeny of Maharyakaru, of whom King Pu was also a descendant. Armad Bhgavatam 1.8. 14. When the living entity takes shelter in the womb of a woman through the injection of the semen of a man, there is an emulsification of the man's and woman's discharges, and thus a body is formed the size of a pea, gradually developing into a complete body. But if the developing embryo is destroyed in some way or other, the living entity has to take shelter in another body or in the womb of another woman. Armad Bhgavatam 3.3. 17.